Hello everyone, this is Parn here for Slumbering Dragon Entertainment. Welcome to my Dark Souls 3 Master Thief speed walkthrough. We're going to be going through the game pretty quickly with minimal item pickup. And I'm going to be using a lot of techniques that might seem more advanced, but are good tips for beginners to know as well. So here we go. Starting off, you notice I'm taking kind of short jogs with my run to not fully deplete the stamina bar. You want to do that so that you can always run when you want. And here I'm showing that the water encumbers you, but running in this Souls game while you're in the water doesn't lower your stamina. So that's good. But also the enemies don't get encumbered by it. So that's not good. Right there you see that the giant crystal lizard breaks for a moment before attacking. It kind of wakes up when it sees you. So it gives you time to pick up that soul if you run straight for it and get away. It's the soul of an unknown traveler, which I'm pretty sure is worth 1,000. So here we go, we're kiting the giant crystal lizard and all the other enemies, hoping that it kills them on the way to the cliffside here, where we're taking it. And you can see this is a bit risky, but it's fun and it's not the most difficult thing. So don't worry too much about it if you're intimidated. This is where you can have trouble getting the giant crystal lizard to fall off. So what you want to do is, if you do have trouble, you want to go back and forth through that that little crevice right there, that pathway. Kite him back if he doesn't fall off the ledge like that, and then go back to the ledge and try to get him to target you and fall off. And if he doesn't, just go back and do it and go back again. So here we are using the short bow. You can see the wooden arrows with an unupgraded short bow and a headshot will one-shot these enemies. You can upgrade the bow pretty easily to headshot and one-shot kill most of the enemies in the game through the levels. So we're going to be doing about half of that and then half melee combat. And here I have some really good tips for this boss. You want to attack 7 times with a bandit's knife right here. And you have time to do that safely, and that'll cause bleed. And then what you want to do is just, go for the parries if you can. Some of his attacks are a little weird, but you can still parry everything. Then you can go for an R2 quickly before the riposte, like that, and do 2 of those, and you'll transfer the boss into the next stage of the fight. Here we can do 5 hits with the bandit's knife. You want to do 5 at a time in between his attacks, and if you do that 3 times, he's dead. There we go, that's Iudex Gundry. One of my favorite bosses so far. I haven't seen many. But he drops less souls than the giant crystal lizard, which is a bit disappointing. So here we go into the rest of the game. I do pass the broken straight sword, which might be a weapon I'm going to use, because I'm thinking this is going to be my PvP character, and I want to use really low damage weapons, so I might pick that up. And now to Firelink Shrine to embed the coiled sword. We're going to pick up some arrows to take out the old master, because that's pretty much the safest way right now.
Welcome to the Lord. Very well, then take note.
And level up using all our souls so we don't have to worry about dropping them. You get 21 dex.
Farewell, Ash.
Which is definitely suitable for the next part of the game. I think it helps a lot to upgrade your damage at first.
Ashen 1.
So here we go to take out the old master and pick up another 2,000 or 3,000 souls. And then go back and level up some more. There's a few drops around here, or excuse me, loot items around here that we'll be picking up too. So there we go. Starting off with the headshot, you can see it's 67 damage. A bit more, but this guy's still got decent health that we're probably going to use about 50 arrows or so. Let's see. Maybe not that many. Maybe like 25. But luckily, he doesn't have a shield, so arrows are a really good choice. And if you kite the guy down a few flights of these stairs, he might just start backing up to his spawn point, and he'll just take arrows. But you do want to keep your distance. You can always roll with the short bow. You can do it with a longbow too, but it seems easier, and you can get an attack off afterwards with the short bow. So if you're in the middle of a draw with the arrow, there, I tried to parry once, but 3 hits from Hizuchi, 2 or 3 will kill you. There goes a little bit closer of a headshot at 71. Yeah, I took off about half my health. And I get a little cocky because he's almost dead, but still, you want to be really careful with this guy. It's a good idea to kite him as far as you can, because then he'll start retreating, and you can just get free shots without having to worry too much. So I'm getting a little risky there because he was so close to death, but you want to always keep your distance. And here we're going to pick up the loot items that are real close by. One thing I noticed I haven't really been using in this game so far is Homeward Bones. We're going to pick up one here. There's an Ember, which I am going to be picking up most of those on the way. And we'll definitely be picking up Titanite. There's a Homeward Bone. If you fall down here, you can see there was a little bit of edit because I didn't get this my first time. There's another Ember. And I might have already picked up the torch, which I'll be showing for the dogs later. I could have done it there, but that dog just fell off the edge, so... They do that sometimes. They have very weird mechanics with ledges. They can go up and down them. Or not down them, but they can go up them and they fall off them often. So here I'm refilling on wood arrows.
Ashen 1.
And there we get the rest gesture. You get that at the first bonfire you rest at. So here we are at the high wall. I'm going to be going to pick up the longbow. And the Titanite that drops from the transforming flailer guy up there. I'm going to be using Vic Benedict's term for it because I don't know the other name. I was calling it a Bayonetta demon on my playthrough. It's some kind of darkness. Whatever the darkness is in this game. You can see you can stop the dog's motion by shooting an arrow in front of him. And then you can get a headshot. And then the torch will make them turn on their back like that. And you can get free damage. So that's a real good idea against the dogs. You also want to preemptively attack before they get to you, so you can kind of hit them in mid-attack before they get you. It's one of the best ways to deal with them. Here you can see, I'm going to try to get this flailer guy to, I kited the other dog and the halberd guy up there to try to get the flailer guy to kill him. We'll see if that happens. The dog didn't go up, so you do want to watch out for the axe guy. He might aggro on you unexpectedly. He's done it to me. And what he'll do is he might see you when you're about to pick off this flailer guy like I am. So here we go back down. And this thing will usually follow you over to this edge right away when you run down, but it didn't. So I had to go back up and shoot it. And now here it is. And you just peck at it with arrows until it dies. Doesn't take very long. Not all of the black areas count as a hitbox, but most of them do. I found some of the smaller tentacles you can't hit, or don't count. So there's that one down, and that's another Ember and a Titanite Shard. And that should be 2 Titanite Shards. For some reason you didn't kill these 2 enemies, so I was a little surprised by that. That's 2 Titanite Shards and a longbow, so we can go upgrade that. Which will be very useful for this level. In the entire game, in fact. I'm going to try to mix in a lot of melee. As you saw with the boss earlier, this isn't going to be quite like my Souls of War playthrough, which is all headshots.
Welcome home, speak. Very well. Then touch the take nourish.
But I will be using the bow to the point that it doesn't become annoying or overused.
Farewell, may the flame.
And there goes another level into endurance. I could have put it into dex, but because I want to max my dex at 22 for right now.
Be careful.
But you can pretty much use it wherever you want. Endurance is always a good thing to have. No one will really talk shit about you if you have too much endurance. They might if you have a bunch of health. And vitality. It's so much easier to use heavy armor in Dark Souls 1. Especially before they patched the East Woodgreen ring. Well, that's it for this one. I'll see y'all next time. Thanks for watching.